Hey guys, today's video is going to be finishing up that axle swap on my 96 Cummins. That AAM 11.5 axle. Gonna get the drive shaft finished up, get some brake lines made, get those new hoses on, torque the U-bolts and torque the drive shaft flange. And last but not least, we gotta make sure it actually drives, because I've got a thing to pick up for the channel and, well, I need to be able to go get it with the truck. I ain't gonna shove it in my car. Let's get to work. Let's get this last U-joint in. Get it down below the retainer. Let's get this drive shaft in. There we go. Make sure you use thread locker on these bolts. You do not want your drive shaft flying off. These things get torqued to 85 foot-pounds. $85 foot-pounds on these. Pretty significant. I'm gonna snug these up with a ratchet first. They're 15 millimeter. That's 85 foot-pounds. There we go. 85 foot-pounds with thread locker on each one. That should be good. This is 14 mil up here. This is 12 mil right here. Get that line off. Come down over here. That's 11 mil. Okay, I got that brake line hooked up, or brake hose hooked up. I got the vent on. I'm using the original brake hose from this truck. I got these new brake hoses tacked on. Same over there. Now let's make some new brake lines. I'm going to show you my trick to do it quick. Okay, we got to go from this fitting to right here. See if I can get you guys over there so you can see it. Okay, from here to here, just a short run. My trick is take a piece of hose or paracord or line of any sort, go from in the fitting, route the way you want to have it on your axle, and up to the new fitting. This long. Okay, this is my new brake line. It's the nickel copper stuff. It doesn't rust, which is great around here. Use that piece you measured off. Right there. Give it a little bit of extra. This is a standard 3/16 brake line. Easy enough to do. There we go. That's our new piece of line. This is my favorite brake flaring tool. Basically, it's impossible to screw up with it. It's made by Titan. Okay, you take that. That sets the depth for the line you're shoving in. This finger tight's fine. You see through that hole. These are 10 mil. Tying these up. Right there. We're perfect. Take that one out. This guy in. Side one. And like that. That is 17 mil. You just bottom it out. There we go, bottomed out. Flip it around. There we go. Bottomed out again. Now you got a flare on there. I got to take these out a little bit more. There we go. Perfect double flare. Now definitely don't forget to put your fittings on. I got a little bag of fittings. Let's make sure they fit the line though. Yeah, fits perfect. Make sure it fits over here too. Just keep doing the same thing. Flare the next side, make sure your fittings are both on. Bring you back once this line's made. That's the part number for this flaring tool, 3/16 only. It's a great tool. I've had this one for like 7 years. I've got another one that I keep in my truck too. There we go, I'm back. That brake line's in. Let's get the other side done. A long one. Same method, use your piece of string, paracord, whatever you got, and route it all the way along where it's supposed to belong. All the way up to that line retainer. And then cut your hard line. Real easy job. There we go, guys. Brake line's made up. All tucks nice up over the axle. There we go. The drive shaft is in. There we go, time to bleed the brakes. Okay, let's get that hood popped, make sure brake fluid's good, and adjust the proportioning valve out. I've got an adjustable rear proportioning valve on this truck. I might need to change out my master cylinder now that we're four-wheel disc, but we shall see after my first test drive. That's in. Good on brake fluid. These have to be up to 110 foot-pounds. There we go. Let's get the other side done. Let's get moving. Thanks for watching, everyone. Next video is going to be on a project I'm picking up to make some cash and something interesting for you guys to watch. Take care.